Well, welcome back to Steve Robb Reviews and part 2 of fixing the 6,000 watt shop heater I got from Princess Auto. Okay, so for you that want to get caught up to date, you can watch part 1. That link will be down in the description below. But essentially, the problem I had was the on and off here stopped working. And I showed how this didn't really have like any control at all, you know. So what I ended up doing was I thought I could bypass it. In the last video I showed I could bypass it. But of course at the end there I told you I was going to make a phone call, and I talked to a buddy of mine and he said, you know what? That schematic showed exactly how it was wired up, but it doesn't get into detail of the thermostat switch itself, whether there is a safety device inside the thermostat switch itself. So I thought, okay, this is what we're going to do. We'll just leave it alone, put everything back the way it was, and go with the thermostat. Guys, it works like a charm. I'm going to show you how this is all put together, and you guys take a look and let me know what you think. Well, we'll start off right at the plug there. So what I did was, this is my plug. Now before, it used to go around the window this way. So I went around this way. I got it all strapped in there nice. And here is the thermostat. So I got one of these boxes. And I got the two 3/4 inch connectors on the bottom. And it's screwed in the wall right here to a stud. The thing I like about this thermostat is it does have an off, and I can just set it to whatever I want, and you can hear the heater go on there. So there it is. She's on right there. Everything works as before, as normal, and I can come back here. So it went on just below 70, and I can turn it off, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. And then I took it all the way around to the back here and made sure it was all fastened in nice. Okay, so I thought I'd answer some questions before. I know somebody's going to say, okay Steve, why didn't you just put like a regular on-off switch here? Yes, I could have gone with like a 30 amp switch on the wall here to turn it off and on. And for a lot of people, that will be fine as well. But take a look and see. Like, I'm 5'10", so this is about 6 feet off the floor. And the problem that I had was I'd have to turn this thermostat on almost all the way to get it to come on at the right time, because of course all the heat rises, and by the time it got down to where the thermostat would kick in, you know what, it was getting pretty cool by then in the shop. Take a look at this level right here, which the instructions actually show how high to put it off the floor, and this is exactly within them recommendations. And when you're wiring this, I didn't show anybody how to wire this specifically because the instructions are just dead on easy. You've got 2 conductors that go towards the heater, and you got 2 conductors that go down to your power supply. 2 red, 2 black. It's very easy to follow along. Yes, you have a ground wire in there, and I just use nut connectors to attach everything with. I've been testing it out. It works flawless. The thermostat does work pretty good to my temperature on the wall here. So it's pretty close, within a couple of degrees, and for me, I'm happy because you know what? Now it goes off and on the temperature here, and that's my work environment, not up here. So I think this was a great resolve, and you know, I hope you like this kind of a setup. I would say get an electrician, follow the proper building codes in your area. This is how I did it. I'm not telling anybody how to do yours, but this was a perfect resolve for me, and I'd like to thank Princess Auto for actually just giving me this to resolve my problem. So thanks for joining me here today, and at the back here I'm going to put some boxes like I always do on the other videos that I've made in the past, and one of them is going to be for the guy that actually helped me out immensely on how to figure this out. So thanks for joining me here today. Come back again if you haven't seen this channel before. Well, you're welcome to subscribe. Cheers.